What is up, YouTube? Back in Madden 23, today I'm going to be continuing my offseason rebuild series where I go through every team in order of their draft picks. Arizona Cardinals have the third pick, so we're going with them today. Basically, I'm going to be deciding what they should do as far as who they should bring back, who they should sign in free agency, who they should draft. It's going to be what I think they should do and also what I've heard that the team should be doing. At the point of me recording this video, the Arizona Cardinals have not officially hired a new head coach, but everything that I'm seeing is pointing towards Mike Kafka being hired as their head coach. He was the offensive coordinator for the New York Giants this past season. Before that, he was with the Kansas City Chiefs for like 5 or 6 years. I'm going to be switching to the New York Giants offensive playbook. I think that might actually suit Kyler Murray well. Daniel Jones was a quarterback for the Giants last year, had a breakout season. He had good passing yards, good running yards. We know that Kyler Murray can throw pretty good, and also he can run pretty good, so the system might be actually really good for him. Defensively, I'm also going to switch to the New York Giants defensive playbook since it's a 3-4, and the Arizona Cardinals already running a 3-4 defense. And the Giants offensive playbook is a vertical zone run, so we're switching the scheme to a vertical zone run. We're setting at 75% scheme fit. Defensively, we're setting at 96% scheme fit. Let's check out the real life season stats from this season for the Cardinals. They had the 22nd ranked offense, and defensively they ranked 21st, so there's definitely room to improve. Kyler Murray threw for 2,300 yards, 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 66% completion with the 87 rating. Colt McCoy got a lot of playing time because Kyler Murray missed a lot of games with injury. Colt McCoy 780 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, 68% completion with the 76 rating. Trace McSorley had 400 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. That's not good at all. 54% completion with the 42 rating. Wow. David Blau got some playing time, 400 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 65% completion with the 82 rating. Rushing wise, James Conner led the team, 782 yards, 4.3 per carry with 7 rushing touchdowns. He only played in 13 games, so he did miss 4 games. Kyler Murray had 67 carries for over 400 yards, 6.2 per carry with 3 touchdowns. He only played in 11 games, so that means that he missed 6 games. DeAndre Hopkins led the team in receiving yards despite only playing in 9 games. He had 700 yards receiving with 3 touchdowns. Marquise Brown played in 12 games. He had 700 yards with 3 touchdowns. Greg Dortch over 400 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rondell Moore 400 yards, 1 touchdown. Zach Ertz at tight end, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. James Conner also had 46 catches for 300 yards and 1 touchdown from the running back spot. Defensively, Budda Baker led the team in tackles with 111. Jalen Thompson had 110, and Zaven Collins had 100. J.J. Watt led the team in TFLs with 19. He also led the team in sacks with 12.5, and he did officially retire this offseason. Zach Allen had 5.5 sacks. Isaiah Simmons had 4. Sanders and Thomas both had 3. Interceptions, Marco Wilson had the most with 3. Isaiah Simmons had 2, along with Budda Baker. Zaven Collins, Gardeck, Hamilton, and Thompson all have 1 interception. There's a lot of guys retiring this year. We got Colt McCoy, the quarterback, retiring after 13 years. Kicker Matt Prater retires after 16 years. Outside linebacker Marcus Golden retires after 8 years. Right tackle Kelvin Beachum retires after 11 years. And the punter Andy Lee retires after 19 years. We have $87 million in cap space. Byron Murphy is 25 years old, 82 overall star dev. He's a cornerback. He wants a 4-year deal for about $35 million. Definitely want to bring him back. I don't see them letting him go unless he decides that he just doesn't want to be on the team anymore. Still wants to go to free agency. What the heck? How much is it to franchise tag him? $22 million. Yeah, no thanks. J.J. Watt, he's retiring, so we're not going to bring him back. Zach Allen, we will try to bring him back, even though he has 0 interest. He's 26 years old, 77 overall, scheme fit with normal div. We're off from a 3-year deal. Nobody wants to come back to the Cardinals, man. All right. Will Hernandez, do want to try to bring him back also. 27 years old, 76 overall, normal div at right guard. He wants a 2-year deal. That's off from a 3-year deal. He's coming back. I thought he was going to say nope and walk out too. Justin Pugh, we're not going to bring him back. Greg Dortch, not going to bring him back. Most of these guys we're probably just going to end up moving on from because they're all over 28 years old. They're maxed out. They don't have any more potential. They'll have normal div. So yeah, we're moving on. Dang, there's a lot of guys. This is like the entire team. This is what the team is looking like before free agency. We got Kyler Murray at quarterback. He's an 80 overall superstar div, but he is going to be injured for 22 more weeks, so I don't know if he's even going to be able to play in this upcoming season. We got Conner at running back. The Cardinals came out and said they're going to go ahead and try to trade away DeAndre Hopkins because he's getting paid a crap ton of money, so I guess they just want to move on from him, let him try to go compete for another team. What I'm seeing is that he prefers to go to the Jaguars or the Chargers. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we are going to end up trading him away in this rebuild. We still got Marquise Brown, Rondell Moore, and we also have Robbie Anderson at wide receiver, so we're going to be setting pretty good there. Offensive line is not too bad on the left side. Do need a new right guard and possibly a new right tackle. We have Zach Ertz at tight end, but he's out for 14 weeks right now. We also have Trey McBride. Defensively, I moved Isaiah Simmons back to middle linebacker. For some reason in Madden, they keep putting him at free safety or strong safety, even though his actual position is middle linebacker. I think it's just because he comes in and plays nickel a lot. But we got Cam Thomas, Gardeck, outside linebacker, so we need to upgrade that for sure. We're good at safety positions for now and middle linebacker position. Defensive line needs a ton of work, and we could also use another cornerback, probably actually 2 more cornerbacks. So let's go to free agency and see what we can get. Looking at the right guards, this is going to be the best option is Isaac Suamalo. I guess that's how you say his name. He's a 79 overall, 29 years old. Doesn't have any interest in coming to the team, but I'm going to go ahead and offer him a deal. I'm just going to offer him a 2-year deal and see where he's at. I don't think that anybody else has sent him an offer yet. Yeah, we're the only one right now. Looking at all the available defensive tackles that we have here, Tart has the most interest in coming to the team. He's 78 overall, 26 years old. He has normal dev and he's a scheme fit. He does have 2 offers already, so I'm going to offer him a 3-year deal and see where we set with that. We're sitting at the top. Looking at the available defensive ends, I do want to try to bring Zach Allen back. He has no interest, but no other teams have sent him an offer yet. He's a 77 overall, 26 years old. Normal dev, scheme fit. I'm going to offer him this 2-year deal. Should be sitting at the top, obviously, because nobody else sent him an offer. The other guy I want to try to get is Draymond Jones, 77 overall, 26 years old. He does have star dev and he's a scheme fit, and he does have a lot of interest to come to the team. I'm going to give him this 2-year offer and see where we set on that. We're tied at the top with the Panthers. The last guy I'm going to go after is going to be Josh Allen, outside linebacker. This team really needs some pass rushing help, so he could help out the team tremendously. He's 26 years old, star dev, 85 overall. I'm going to offer him a 6-year deal because he already has offers from other teams. See where we set with that. We're at the top. Nice. All right, that's all the players that I can send offers to. Gonna press L3 to evaluate the offers and see who we end up getting and who we don't get. So Suamalo and Zach Allen still haven't decided what they want to do yet. We did get Josh Allen, but we did not get anyone else that we sent offers to, so that's not a great start. The next best option that we have at defensive tackle is going to be Sheldon Rankins. He's a 76 overall. He has normal dev. He's a scheme fit, 29 years old. He has some interest in coming to the team, and it looks like he only wants a 1-year deal. Nobody else has sent him an offer yet, so we should be able to get him, hopefully. And then I guess we need to try to get another defensive end. Chris Wormley might not be a bad option. Omenihu, I'm not sure how to say his name. Who else do we have? Marcus Davenport is still here. Akeem Hicks. Yeah, I think I'm going to go after Wormley. Chris Wormley. He has 0 offers right now, 76 overall. Normal dev, 29 years old. He doesn't have any interest, but we don't have any competition for now, so I'm going to give him a 1-year offer. We still have 1 slot open to negotiate with the player, so I'm going to try to get Byron Murphy to come back. He's 82 overall, star dev, 25 years old. He does have some interest, but he has competition right now because there's 4 other teams that already sent him an offer. So I'm going to offer him a 6-year deal and see where that puts us. At the very top, I like it. Pressing L3 to evaluate the offers, and let's see who we get. Zach Allen still hasn't decided yet, but we do get Byron Murphy, we got Suamalo, we got Sheldon Rankins, and we got Chris Wormley, so that's great. One thing that we do need to do for sure is get a kicker and a punter because both of ours retired, so I'm going to go after this guy, Eddie Pinheiro. I guess that's how you say his name. I'm just going to offer him a 2-year deal. Doesn't look like anybody else has sent him an offer at all. And let's check out the punters. We got Tommy Townsend up here. He has 98 kick power and 87 accuracy. Sounds good to me. Send him a 3-year offer. We really should try to get us a good backup quarterback, or at least a decent one, since Kyler Murray is probably not going to be playing this year. If he does, it won't be very much at all. So I'm going to send an offer to Tyler Huntley. He's 65 overall, normal dev. He has no other team sending him offers right now, so we should be okay with the 2-year deal. We really need to get another cornerback. Anthony Brown is still sitting here. He's 79 overall. He has normal dev, 29 years old. He has some interest in coming to the team. Nobody else has sent him an offer, so we should be okay with the 1-year offer. And that's going to put us at our max of 5 players that we can negotiate with. Going to evaluate offers and see who we can get. Hopefully we can get all of them. We still have 3 of them set in here. Looks like we got some competition with Zach Allen. I even bumped up the offer on him right before we did that. Let's see, we got Townsend, we got Byron Murphy, we got Wormley, or we got him already, and we got Tyler Huntley though. This is our official free agent class. We got Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, 85 overall, 26 years old with star dev. We got Tommy Townsend at punter, 83 overall. We got Byron Murphy at corner, 82 overall. We got Suamulo at right guard, he's a 79 overall. We got Anthony Brown at cornerback, 79 overall. We got kicker Eddie Pinheiro, 77 overall. Defensive tackle Sheldon Rankins, 76 overall. Chris Wormley at defensive end, 76 overall. And Tyler Huntley coming in at quarterback for insurance purposes, 65 overall. Right before the draft is starting, I'm trading DeAndre Hopkins to the New England Patriots for a first-round draft pick. The Patriots could really use help at wide receiver, so I see this being a realistic trade. We have the number 3 pick here in the first round. The Texans ended up drafting Bryce Young. So we have Jalen Carter set in here. We could definitely use him. Paris Johnson, the offensive lineman. Devin Witherspoon, Will Anderson. Pretty much have the pick of the litter here. Could really use a pass rusher. I think Jalen Carter is the way to go, though. I think he's probably the best player in the entire draft overall. So we're going to draft him 100% for sure. He's 6'3", 300 pounds, 21 years old. Great acceleration, great agility, good change of direction, great jumping, great speed, great strength. He's got hidden depth with 91 strength and 76 speed. We have another first round pick here, number 14, that we got from the Patriots, trading them DeAndre Hopkins. CJ Stroud is still here. Christian Gonzalez would be a good pick. We got Quentin Johnson at wide receiver, Joey Porter Jr. The one that sticks out to me is Bijan Robinson. Cardinals could really use a legit running back over James Conner. James Conner is getting older and he's more of a power back guy. So we're going to go ahead and draft Bijan Robinson, 6 foot, 221 pounds, 20 years old, out of Texas. Good acceleration, solid agility, good change of direction, elite jumping, good speed, and good strength. He's got hidden depth with 91 speed. Here in the second round, we could really use another pass rushing outside linebacker, so I'm going to draft Nolan Smith from Georgia. He's 6'2", 235 pounds. He's a speed rushing scheme fit. 21 years old. He has elite acceleration, good agility, great change of direction, elite jumping, elite speed. Looks like a hell of an athlete. He's got hidden depth with 89 speed. Dang. Here in the third round, we have 3 cornerbacks setting up here that we can choose from. I think that Eli Ricks is probably the best one out of the 3, specifically for the Cardinals. He's from LSU. He's 6'2", 190 pounds. He's a man-to-man scheme fit. 21 years old. He has solid acceleration, decent agility, and change of direction with good jumping and good speed. He's got hidden depth as well with 91 speed. Here in the fourth round, I'm going to draft this left tackle, Blake Freeland from BYU. He's 6'7", 312 pounds. He's an agile guy. The Cardinals could definitely use help on the offensive line. He's 21 years old. He has good acceleration, great agility, great change of direction, good jumping with good speed, solid strength. He also has hidden depth with 86 strength. Looking at the draft recap, we got Jalen Carter, number 3 in the first round. He's a 79 overall. With this, he has hidden depth. He's 21 years old. Expect him to be a beast up the middle for his entire career for 10 to 15 years. We also got Bijan Robinson in the first round with pick number 14. He's a 78 overall with hidden depth. He's only 20 years old, so he'll probably have a solid 10 to 12 years. He has 91 speed. Nolan Smith in the second round, he's only a 69 overall, but he did have hidden depth also. 21 years old. He has 89 speed, which sticks out. That's fast, very fast. Eli Ricks in the third round. He's a 70 overall cornerback. He had hidden depth also. 21 years old, 91 speed, 71 man coverage with 68 zone coverage. He's just gonna be a backup for now, but he could develop into a pretty good starter. And in the fourth round, we got Blake Freeland. He's only a 66 overall, so he's just gonna be a backup. Computer drafted Yaya Diaby from Louisville, defensive end, and in the 6th round, he was a 65 overall. This is what the starting lineup is looking like. We did end up getting Kyler Murray back off of injury. He's an 80 overall with superstar dev. Drafted Bijan Robinson. He's going to be our starting running back. He's a 78 overall. James Conner is a 78 also. He's just going to be coming in power back situations. Marquise Hollywood Brown's going to be our number 1 receiver since we traded DeAndre Hopkins to the Patriots. We also got Rondell Moore and Robbie Anderson at the other wide receiver spots. Offensive line looks pretty decent. Right tackle is the weakest spot. We got Zach Ertz back off of injury as well. He's an 81 overall with normal dev. Defensively, we drafted Nolan Smith. We signed Josh Allen in free agency. Still got Simmons and Collins at middle linebacker spots. Thompson at free safety. Baker at strong safety. We drafted Jalen Carter at defensive tackle. He's a 79 overall. I moved Sheldon Rankins to defensive end. We brought Wormley in at the other defensive end in free agency. We were able to get Byron Murphy back, 82 overall, with star Dev. He's our number 1 corner, bringing Anthony Brown in to be our number 2 cornerback. And then we have Wilson, 73 overall, with normal Dev in the slot. Or we could move Ricks up and make him the slot starter right away since he has hidden Dev. Here at the midseason point, things are not looking great at all. We are 1-6, last in the division. The 49ers are 4-3, the Rams are 3-4, and the Seahawks are 2-5. See what players we have to negotiate with. We got $36 million in cap space. Marquise Brown, definitely want to try to bring him back. He's going to be our number 1 receiver now since we got rid of Hopkins. He wants a 3-year deal for about $42 million. Let's offer him that and see what he says. He wants more years. Rodney Hudson at center. Probably will try to bring him back at the end of the season if I was, doing a realistic long-term rebuild. Isaiah Simmons at middle linebacker. He has 0 interest, but I do want to bring him back. 25 years old, 80 overall, star Dev. I'm going to offer him a 5-year deal and see what he says. He's coming back. $17 million left in cap space. Robbie Anderson, I would probably move on from him since he's 30 years old. Anthony Brown, I would wait to see how he does at the end of the season. End of the regular season, we finished 4-13. The 49ers won the division with the 8-9 record. The Rams went 7-10, and the Seahawks went 3-14. Let's see what the season stats are looking like. We had the 30th ranked offense, not good at all. So the Giants playbook, I knew it wasn't going to do well, but defensively ranked number 18. Kyler Murray threw for 4,100 yards, 23 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 61% completion with the 88 rating. Really not that great of a season. Bijan Robinson had 1,000 yards rushing, only 3.6 per carry with 6 touchdowns. Kyler Murray had 58 carries, 249 yards, 4.3 per carry with 2 touchdowns. James Conner thrived in his power back situations. He had 12 rushing touchdowns. Rondell Moore had the most receiving yards, 880 with 5 touchdowns. Robbie Anderson, 700 with 5. Marquise Brown, 700 yards, 4 touchdowns. Zach Ertz, 600 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then Auden Tate and Wims both had over 300 yards receiving. Defensively, Isaiah Simmons led the team in tackles with 144. That's a lot of tackles, man. Chris Wormley had the most TFLs with 18. Josh Allen had 17. Sheldon Rankins had 14. Jalen Carter had 11 sacks. Josh Allen had the most with 10. Jalen Carter had 3. Collins had 2, Rankins had 1, so we didn't really get very many sacks at all. Interceptions, Josh Allen had 2 along with Zaven Collins and Jalen Thompson, and then Isaiah Simmons had 1 interception along with Nolan Smith, Eli Ricks, Buda Baker, Byron Murphy Jr., and Marco Wilson. Honestly, I feel like the Arizona Cardinals are a wild card team, and when I say that, I'm meaning like they could be really good or they could be really bad or they could be middle of the pack. It really just depends on how good that Kyler Murray does. There's rumors coming out now that Sean Payton turned down the Arizona Cardinals head coaching job because he didn't want to have to deal with Kyler Murray. I guess he didn't trust him and trust in his ability. So yeah, basically however good that Kyler Murray does is how good that this team is going to do. All in all, I think that for our objective of the 1 offseason rebuild, we did pretty good. We drafted Bijan Robinson. We were able to trade DeAndre Hopkins to get a first-round draft pick. We were also able to draft Jalen Carter. We brought in Nolan Smith, Eli Ricks, so I think we did a pretty good job as far as drafting goes, and we're turning this team around pretty quickly. That's going to be it for the video. I appreciate everyone for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.